Imagine spotting an animal so unusual that you mistake it for a completely different species. This is exactly what happened in a national park when a hiker called for help after seeing what they thought was a strange-looking kangaroo. But here's where it gets fascinating. The animal was actually a sheep named Sherman, who had escaped from a farm and was surviving alone in the wild. Sherman's story is nothing short of remarkable. Several months ago, this clever young sheep managed to break free from an Australian sheep farm and slipped quietly into a nearby national park. Left to his own devices, Sherman quickly adapted to life in the wilderness. He learned how to find food and shelter without any human assistance, demonstrating an impressive level of resilience and survival instinct. One day, Sherman's solitary existence took an unexpected turn when a hiker and their dog came across him while wandering through the bush. At first, the visitors didn't realize Sherman was a sheep. In fact, they thought he was a peculiar-looking kangaroo, a mix-up that highlights just how unusual Sherman's appearance had become after months in the wild. Edgar's Mission, a well-known farm sanctuary, shared this story on their Facebook page, explaining the confusion and the subsequent rescue efforts. Once the hikers identified Sherman correctly, they contacted Edgar's Mission to alert them about the sheep's location. The sanctuary team understood immediately that Sherman couldn't remain alone in the national park. As they pointed out, solitude is no life for a flock animal, and a national park is far from an ideal environment for a sheep, especially one with hard hooves not suited to the terrain. The first attempt to rescue Sherman didn't go as planned. The sheep had developed an intimate knowledge of the park's layout, effectively creating a mental map that allowed him to evade capture repeatedly. Edgar's Mission described how Sherman seemed to know every possible escape route, making it incredibly challenging for the rescuers to corner him. However, the team didn't give up. They returned with a more strategic approach, spending several days carefully studying the area and mapping it out just as Sherman had done. This time, their preparation paid off. With the support of local park rangers, the veterinary group Vets for Compassion, and even a rescue sheep named Kansas, they successfully contained Sherman and brought him safely back to the sanctuary. Now, Sherman is gradually adjusting to his new life at Edgar's Mission, where he is surrounded by care and compassion. Although he is still learning to trust humans again, the sanctuary team is confident that Sherman's days of fear and constant flight are behind him. As they beautifully put it, somewhere between his past and his future. Between stimulus and response, we chose. And in that choice, Sherman found freedom. Sherman's journey raises important questions about animal welfare and the challenges faced by farm animals who find themselves in unfamiliar environments. What does freedom truly mean for animals like Sherman? Is it better to live wild and free, or safe and cared for? These are questions worth pondering. If Sherman's story touched you and you want to support animals in similar situations, consider making a donation to Edgar's Mission. You can also follow their ongoing rescue stories on Facebook to stay inspired by the incredible work they do. What do you think about Sherman's rescue? Do you believe animals like him should be left to fend for themselves in the wild? Or is sanctuary life the better option? Share your thoughts and join the conversation.